Okay guys, Dom here again and welcome back. So this is day number 1 of our little challenge. So let's get into it, huh? Okay, so sleep. Sleep is recovery. Sleep is where we recover, we rebuild, and we restore. So things like muscle recovery after a heavy workout. So restoration. So if we've injured ourselves, this is where the restoration work occurs, is when we are asleep. And it also is a time for our body to synthesize all the relevant hormones that we need to go about doing what it needs to do to keep us moving and to keep us alive. Sleep is also a time that we can actually retain information. So you'll find if you've got a sleep app, you'll actually find that there is a light period of sleep. There's also what we call REM, or rapid eye movement, as most people know it. And then that's where we tend to do most of our retaining of information. And then there's our deep sleep. So, and with good sleep, it also helps us, not be a grumpy so-and-so in the morning, particularly those of us that have got children. So as a general rule, what is good sleep? So good sleep consists of not just getting a nice, deep, heavy sleep, but it's the ability for us that when our head hits a pillow, that within 15 to 20 minutes, we're out cold. And it's not as a result of being overtired. It's just that it's a pattern that when we go to bed at a regular, consistent time, we lay down, no iPhones, no iPads, turn off the lights, maybe a little bit of soft music in the background for those who need it to get to sleep. But within 15 to 20 minutes, we are asleep. And it's also that there's no more waking up in the middle of the night. So with the exception of getting up to go to the toilet, or if there's a bump in the night, if we are having a good solid sleep, we're not waking up any more than once and turning over, looking around and going back to sleep. So if you can't fall asleep, what are some of the factors that you will find by having a look at this? Okay, so you need to get outside more during the day. So I know that during winter, it's not the easiest, it's a bit chilly, but if you bring more natural light into your body during the day, then it puts the body in a position or a state where it is ready to receive that light. And as a result of that, enables us to get a better of a sleep. So blue light, there's a lot of conversation going on around now about the blue light, and you'll actually find that there are app blockers in your phone like Flux or Flux. I know my Samsung has it. I know most of the iPhones have got it. We can actually disable the blue light, and you'll actually physically see the difference on your devices where they will tone down. It's reducing that blue light that's coming in, because blue light's one of those things that they found is actually an impingement on our sleep. So things like our devices and the tendency to turn them off. So anything that highly stimulates you, try to turn them off at least 2 hours before you go to bed. Now, I know in this day and age, most of us are checking our phones all the time, whether it's work, it's family, it's messages, it's flicking through Facebook or Instagram. But the more that we can put that device away that's so close to us, the better off we can be. Obviously, things like cutting back on the late night caffeine or late night booze and alcohol will also help you have a better quality of sleep. And that's not to say that people take a glass of wine to take the edge off and it might make them a bit sleepy, but that actually masks the body's ability for it to actually fall asleep naturally. Be consistent. Be consistent with your bedtimes and your wake-up times. If you're doing that, it's a pattern of learned behavior. Potentially, someone may want to go and have a bath or a shower about an hour or so before they go to bed. In a nice warm shower in the middle of the winter, put on some cozy pajamas or whatever you choose to sleep in and hop into bed, and you'll actually help you find that will help you go to sleep. Fundamental here, guys, is things like the right bed and the right set of pillows. People play around with this. There's lots of advertisements out there about that, but you will actually find that each one of us will have a preference to how we sleep, and our pillows can actually help us do that. But then also things like daily exercise, making sure that they're regularly getting enough activity done during the day. Now, whether that's walking up and down the stairs at work, whether it's actually going to the gym and getting an intense workout, or whether it's even going for a long walk with the dogs. But getting that activity in will actually help us prepare our bodies and ready for sleep at the end of the day. Okay, so our daily challenge. We're going to do this from this day forward for the remainder of our week. So over the next 7 days, the aim for you is to try to get at least a minimum of 8 hours sleep in a night. Now, 9 hours is even better for you long term. And I know that a lot of you will go, are you kidding me? Yep, go to bed at 10 p.m., wake up at 6 a.m. So some of us have obviously got commutes. Some of us have jobs that entail us to be up early in the morning so that we miss the traffic. Things like children, getting them up and ready. I understand that. My simple challenge to you is to aim to try to get that minimum number of hours in this week as your sleep. See if it makes a difference. If you can't get it, but you can get 7, then try and get 7 every day of the week. What I'd like you to do on day number 1 is post yourself a little bit of a selfie. Hold yourself accountable. What time are you going to bed? And potentially in the background, maybe you have that clock. So, hey, I'm actually in bed at 9:30, whereas normally I'm in bed at 11:30. Let's see how this goes as far as my sleep. So again, the aim is to try to get that 8 hours consistently over the week. If that time is 7, I get it, but let's try to make it consistent. In the morning when you wake up, you're on your way into work, you find some time flicking through Facebook, Instagram, come into the group, simple note. What did you do last night? Hey, night number 1, I managed 6 hours, but I had good sleep. I did this before I went to bed. I tried the blue light filter trick. Just share with what's going on and let everyone else see what you're doing, and potentially that may trigger something for them to try also too in their week. Okay, so again, short and simple. We're not making this complicated. That is day number 1, and the topic is sleep. There are a few little things for us to try. So have a go, guys. Don't forget, post in the group. Let us know what's going on, and we will see you tomorrow for day 2.